Hello, this is Survi Agarwal. I was working with an MNC after my MBA for a year, and then I ended up getting into education line because I really liked teaching my classmates, and also I was topper of BMS in my alma mater. So gradually, I was the youngest teacher in my team. In 2011, I started my teaching career, and in 2013-14, a lot of publishing houses started coming to ask for authors. I felt that time I was very young to publish a book, but I always had this burning desire to write a book which was relevant to students, full of examples, which is concise, so that they are getting good material to study for exams. I used to feel that the books had a very repetitive content. For example, the scope and the characteristics and the benefits, they all sounded the same just to make the books thicker. So in 2016, I sent a mail to few publishing houses requesting to allow me to author a book. And Himalaya Publishing House were the first one to reach out to me, and they gave me the opportunity to write a book on radio and television. I wanted the book to be very concise, full of illustrations, activities at the end, and no repetitive data, so that students find good material when they are studying. So that journey started in 2016 and it continued till now. And thanks to Himalaya Publishing House, they gave me the opportunity to write 7 books. It has added a lot of weightage to my CV. And when I visit various colleges, I see my books being used by teachers and students. It is a good feeling. All the books we had kept it in yellow cover so that it is attractive, and I have not repeated even one sentence in any book. Radio and television later got renamed as Electronic Media Part 1. So we made a lot of changes as per the industrial requirement. And then one of my favorite book was Visual Communication, which is full of a lot of theories and concepts and pictures, and students gave very good feedback on it. I also loved writing content. So BSc new syllabus came up with creative content writing. Himalaya Publishing House gave a opportunity to write the same book. It was the first time out of BMM family that I was writing a book. Together with the team, we also came up with our next book, which is Digital Media. It was a very interesting experience because we covered social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, etc. And students are really spending a lot of time on social media. So this book gave me an opportunity to express what I had learned. Basic things like how many followers can be added on Facebook, it's 5,000, on Instagram it's 7,500, on LinkedIn and Telegram it's unlimited. So all that I got an opportunity to teach students. In fact, I learned a lot from the students also because they were actually the users of digital media more than our generation. So this on and off learning from students and coming back with the books and with Himalaya supporting throughout the journey. Especially I'm grateful to Srivastava sir. He called me in his Nahur office and we shared our experiences. He motivated me to get better content, and he shared how much he has traveled across India to various meetings and outside India also. Of course, I would not forget Archana ma'am, Lalita ma'am, and Deepak sir, who would come, travel, and deliver the books after it got printed. It was a very good experience to get those books, those copies, and then I would take it to the college where I was teaching and share it. So I have taught across colleges in Mumbai, including Wilson, National, Nirmala, Thakur, Shamnarayan, Dalmia, Prahlad Line Dalmia, Saraf College, KES Shroff College, Don Bosco, etc. So my books have been referred by teachers across colleges. There was a teacher once who showed me my book while she was teaching, and she gave me such good feedback about activities which we put at the end of the book. So every chapter will have minimum 2 to 3 activities, up to 5 to 7 activities which students can do. Visual communication textbook have activities where students can design logos of different colors so that they get used to the brands also, and they click pictures with the elements like sky and earth. So in the between lecture also you can send them and let them come back in 15-20 minutes and they can click such pictures with earth elements, etc. In social media, I advise students in the book also and otherwise also that by TY you should have one social page. So if you are interested in cinematography, you should have a lot of videos in that. Short videos are fine, like reels. or you should have photography page where you can put your best work, so that later on when you go for interviews you can show your work which you have done in last 3 years. HPH books are circulated across Mumbai and Maharashtra. So my first book got a very good response, and it 10,000 plus students used to study, and gradually all the books were distributed nicely. HPH gives good time to the authors to write a book. They will give a decent timeline, and they will give a continuous feedback. Once the book goes, they give proofreading also. So my relation with HPH has been very nice, very supportive. They will not interfere with basic essence and taste of your book. They will give you that creative freedom, that writing space. So I appreciate, that is why I never thought of shifting to another publishing house. Also, I would like to mention my three co-authors who were from the industry, Anchal, Vishal and Chetan, and my one senior co-author who is no more, Viju Navre sir. He has been teaching in Wellinkers and all other Atharva and good colleges in MMS level since more than 30 years. So all these co-authors also supported me very nicely, and I could also give them a platform, because the more co-authors are there, the more approach of the book changes and it reaches more target audience, more closer to the target audience. My objective is that whenever a student take any of this book in hand, they should feel more enriched, more value addition should happen in the process, and they should feel that they could get better marks in exams. And all the books have real life examples which they can use in their career also. I also would like to give special thanks to HPH for allowing me to write a book for Pondicherry University, where I designed the content for a book full on reference book, and it was a nice experience. It was on photography and visual communication. So people keep asking what about AI and chat GPT and lot of content creating apps that have come up with. So my point is, we are not supposed to tackle them. We are supposed to take their help and become better, because there's so much competition around. I can use chat GPT and Canva and Google Trends to see Grammarly what is happening latest, and design my content accordingly, because they cannot add examples and stories, and suppose I want more thriller content in it or more suspense, this I will have to do from my own brains. Of course, also the client sometimes want modified and simplified or complicated data. So this chat GPT cannot do. It can give you the assistance you required, but you can make it relevant to your client to increase your business. Also, let's not forget that content is very volatile and very becomes obsolete very fast. The moment you create a content, it's out, someone has consumed it and it's over. You can't give the same thing again. It becomes stale. So keeping in mind with IPR laws and plagiarism, and content can be redefined again and again and again. There is no end to it. All these tools should be our robots, our helping tools. World is changing, we should change with it. See, everyone is looking for fresh and primary content. So even I am changing as a teacher and author, and even publishing houses are changing. Blogs and books are not going anywhere, but new things are like podcasts that we can start. So as of now, there's no project with HPH, but if something of new format and new style which makes me excited enough, and HPH also works together and win-win situation is there, definitely will work together. Thank you so much.